Okay, so this video is going to be like extra short. I just wanted to show you that you can set velocities of your motors. So even on when you have block code, you can set it, but in here you can also set the velocities by using the set velocity method. And again, you can do the same for motor and motor group. And if I recall, drivetrain has the same name as well for set velocity. Okay, set drive velocity versus set turn velocity. Those are different. But yeah, you can set velocities and that can be really helpful. By the way, for anyone who's taking physics and just started, don't get confused about velocity. Just pretend like velocity is speed. Just for now, just pretend they're the same thing. Because honestly, in your robot's case, it doesn't matter. The difference between velocity and speed is like there's no difference. Okay. Anyway, so I can do left motors dot set velocity as 50, and now I give it the unit that I want to set it as, so 50%. Alternatively, I could do like 500 RPM. If I put a number that's more than what the motor can go at, it won't actually go at that. So A, it won't go at that speed, and B, it'll just go at whatever its max speed is. So don't worry about like getting something messed up. Ideally don't, but like if you accidentally do, it really won't do anything. So don't worry about that. Another thing I forgot to mention is you have to use these things called wait blocks. Essentially, you're calling the function wait. It's a built-in function, I guess, or something. I don't know. But um, you give it this information 2 and the unit as seconds. So essentially just waits 2 seconds after you ran this command. So what that means is it'll spin the motors for 2 seconds and then it'll stop. Another thing to keep in mind is when you use spin, it's a quote unquote non-waiting command. So it means it will start spinning, but at the same time, it'll also start executing the next pieces of code. So it'll spin and do this action while doing the next pieces of code, not waiting. And actually, you can even add a parameter that changes whether it's a waiting command or not. So what do we do? Spin to position, for example. Yeah, wait. Wait is the name of the parameter. It tells us whether the blocks will start running even while it's spinning, or if it will wait, fully finish spinning the amount that I want it to spin, and then start running the next lines of code. And again, these things can be useful in certain cases. So you don't necessarily always need to define it to be true or false. Just define it when you want it to be something other than the default. The default in this case is true, I guess. So yeah, but spin alone is a non-waiting command. You can't really change it because spin, if you kept it as a waiting command, it would never end because spin will never stop. So yeah, these are wait. And you should definitely put a wait in between a stop and a spin. Otherwise, you'll have some logic error, which essentially means things won't go the way you want it to go. So if I do spin forward and then I immediately do stop, it's just not going to spin at all. Even it did start, but it stopped as soon as it saw the next line of code. So you won't actually see it spin at all. So yeah, that's essentially all it is. And setting velocity, as I said, set the velocity for motors, motor groups, and you can even do that for drivetrain.